Before we dive into this incredible journey, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our royal coverage. Drop a comment below telling us what you think about this fascinating royal marriage, and don't forget to share this video with anyone who loves royal stories. Now let's get into the remarkable life of the man who captured Princess Beatrice's heart. The world of British royalty has always captivated millions with its blend of tradition, glamour, and intrigue, but few stories within palace walls are as compelling as that of Edoardo Mapelli Mozzi, the man who married into one of the most scrutinized families on earth while maintaining his own impressive identity and successful career. This is not just another tale of someone marrying into royalty and disappearing into the background. This is the story of a self-made millionaire, a man with his own noble bloodline, an entrepreneur who built an empire from scratch, and a devoted father who managed to win the heart of Princess Beatrice while navigating the complex waters of modern royal life. What makes Edoardo, affectionately known as Edo, so different from other royal spouses is his refusal to be defined solely by his marriage, his determination to continue his business ventures, and his ability to balance multiple worlds simultaneously. Edoardo Alessandro Mapelli Mozzi entered this world on November 19, 1983, born into a family that itself carried the weight of aristocratic heritage. His father, Alessandro Mapelli Mozzi, is an Italian count, which means Edo himself holds the title of count, though he rarely uses it in his professional life. His mother, Nikki Williams Ellis, comes from British aristocracy, making Edo a perfect blend of Italian passion and British reserve. This bicultural upbringing gave him a unique perspective that would later serve him well in both business and his relationship with the British royal family. Growing up between two cultures, two languages, and two distinct aristocratic traditions, Edo developed the social skills and cultural fluency that would become invaluable assets in his adult life. His childhood was spent in the Cotswolds, that picture-perfect region of England known for its rolling hills and honey-colored stone villages, but he also maintained deep connections to his Italian heritage through regular visits to his father's homeland. Education played a crucial role in shaping the man Edo would become. He attended the prestigious Radley College in Oxfordshire, one of Britain's leading independent schools, where he rubbed shoulders with the children of Britain's elite and developed the connections that would later prove invaluable in his business career. But Edo was never content to coast on his family name or his privileged education. After completing his studies, he made a decision that would define his professional life and prove his ambition extended far beyond simply maintaining his family's status. He founded Banda Property, a property development and interior design company that would grow into a multi-million-pound enterprise specializing in luxury residential developments across London and the surrounding areas. What set Banda Property apart from countless other development firms was Edo's vision of combining architectural excellence with sustainability, creating homes that were not just beautiful but environmentally conscious and designed for modern living. The success of Banda Property was not handed to Edo on a silver platter despite his privileged background. He worked tirelessly to build relationships with architects, designers, contractors, and clients, often working 16-hour days in the early years of the company. His approach was hands-on and detail-oriented, personally overseeing projects and ensuring that every property met his exacting standards. This dedication paid off handsomely as Banda Property's reputation grew and the company began handling increasingly prestigious projects throughout London's most desirable neighborhoods. By his mid-30s, Edo had established himself as one of London's most successful young property developers with an estimated personal fortune in the millions, having achieved this success entirely through his own efforts rather than relying on family wealth or connections. But Edo's personal life was equally complex during these years of professional triumph. Before Princess Beatrice entered his world, he was in a long-term relationship with Dara Huang, a Harvard-educated American architect who shared his passion for design and property development. The couple welcomed a son, Christopher, affectionately called Wolfie, in 2016. For several years, Edo and Dara seemed like the perfect power couple, both successful in their respective fields and raising their son together. However, the relationship ended in 2018, just months before Edo would meet the woman who would change his life forever. The separation was reportedly amicable, and both Edo and Dara committed to co-parenting Wolfie successfully, a promise they have kept to this day, with Princess Beatrice playing a warm and welcoming role as stepmother. The meeting between Edoardo Mapelli Mozzi and Princess Beatrice Elizabeth Mary, the eldest daughter of Prince Andrew, Duke of York, and Sarah Ferguson, Duchess of York, seemed almost destined despite their different public profiles. They were introduced at the wedding of Princess Eugenie, Beatrice's younger sister, to Jack Brooksbank in October 2018. The chemistry was immediate and undeniable. Here was a woman who had lived her entire life in the public eye, scrutinized by media from birth, who had experienced the challenges of being a working royal while trying to maintain a career of her own, and a man who understood both aristocratic expectations and the demands of building something meaningful through hard work. Their relationship blossomed quickly but discreetly, with both parties mindful of the media attention that would inevitably follow once their romance became public knowledge. By September 2019, less than a year after they began dating, Edo proposed to Princess Beatrice during a weekend trip to Italy, presenting her with a stunning ring that he had designed himself, featuring a round brilliant-cut diamond flanked by tapered baguette diamonds in a platinum band. The engagement was announced officially by Buckingham Palace, and the couple appeared radiantly happy in their engagement photographs taken in Italy. The world watched with fascination as Princess Beatrice, who had been romantically linked to various men over the years but never found the right match, had finally found her perfect partner. Wedding plans were set in motion for May 2020, with expectations of a grand royal affair at the Chapel Royal in St. James's Palace followed by a reception in the gardens of Buckingham Palace. Then the world changed overnight as the COVID-19 pandemic swept across the globe, forcing the cancellation or postponement of countless events including royal weddings. Princess Beatrice and Edo faced a choice that would define their approach to married life. They could postpone indefinitely, waiting for the pandemic to pass and the ability to hold the grand celebration originally planned, or they could adapt and move forward with a scaled-down ceremony that honored their commitment to each other while respecting the extraordinary circumstances. They chose the latter, and on July 17, 2020, Princess Beatrice and Edoardo Mapelli Mozzi were married in an intimate ceremony at the Royal Chapel of All Saints in Windsor Great Park. The guest list was limited to just 20 people due to pandemic restrictions, including Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip, making it one of the most private royal weddings in recent history. Princess Beatrice wore a vintage Norman Hartnell dress borrowed from Queen Elizabeth, who had worn it herself on several occasions, and a diamond fringe tiara that the Queen wore on her own wedding day in 1947, creating a powerful connection between generations of royal women. The wedding's intimate nature, rather than diminishing its significance, actually enhanced it in many ways, stripping away the pomp and ceremony to reveal the genuine emotion and commitment at its core. There was something deeply moving about seeing a royal wedding reduced to its essential elements during such uncertain times, a reminder that love and commitment matter more than spectacle. The photographs released after the ceremony showed a couple genuinely in love, unburdened by the pressure of performing for thousands of guests and millions of viewers worldwide. Since their marriage, Edo has navigated the unique challenge of being married into the British royal family while maintaining his own career and identity. Unlike some royal spouses who give up their professional lives entirely upon marriage, Edo has continued running Banda property, though he has become more selective about the projects he takes on and more protective of his privacy. He does not hold an official royal title through his marriage. Princess Beatrice does not carry out official royal duties for the monarchy, which has given them more freedom to live relatively normal lives compared to senior working royals. They divide their time between their home in St. James's Palace and the Cotswolds, maintaining connections to both royal and non-royal circles. Edo has embraced his role as stepfather to no one while being father to Wolfie, and Princess Beatrice has spoken warmly in interviews about how naturally Wolfie has become part of their family. In September 2021, Princess Beatrice and Edo welcomed their first child together, a daughter named Sienna Elizabeth Mapelli Mozzi, whose name honors both Queen Elizabeth and Edo's Italian heritage. The arrival of Sienna added another dimension to Edo's life, making him a father of two and strengthening his connection to the royal family. Photographs of the family released on special occasions show a modern, blended family that seems genuinely happy and comfortable together, far removed from some of the dysfunction and drama that has plagued other parts of the extended royal family in recent years. What makes Edoardo Mapelli truly fascinating is how he represents a new model for royal spouses in the 21st century. He is not content to be simply prince consort or a decorative addition to royal events. He maintains his own successful business, his own identity, and his own circle of friends and colleagues outside royal circles. At the same time, he has embraced the responsibilities that come with being married to a member of the British royal family, attending family events when appropriate, supporting his wife's charitable endeavors, and representing the family with dignity and discretion. He has managed to avoid the scandals and controversies that have ensnared other members of the extended royal family, keeping his personal life private while still being present and engaged. His relationship with his in-laws has reportedly been positive overall, with sources suggesting that both Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson welcomed him warmly into the family, appreciating how happy he makes their daughter and how well he has integrated into family life. The relationship with the wider royal family, including King Charles and other senior royals, has been cordial and respectful, with Edo attending family gatherings and royal events when invited. His own aristocratic background has undoubtedly helped him navigate royal protocols and expectations with ease, understanding the unwritten rules and social codes that govern aristocratic life. Professionally, Edo continues to be respected in the property development world, with Banda Property maintaining its reputation for high-quality, sustainable developments. He has been careful not to trade on his royal connections in business, maintaining professional boundaries and ensuring that his company succeeds on its own merits rather than through his marriage. This integrity has earned him respect from both business colleagues and royal observers who appreciate that he has not attempted to monetize his royal connection inappropriately. Looking at Edoardo Mapelli-Mozzi's journey from successful property developer to royal husband, several themes emerge that make his story particularly compelling in today's world. He represents the possibility of maintaining your own identity and career while being part of something larger than yourself. He demonstrates that modern aristocracy and royalty can adapt to changing times without losing their essential character. He shows that blended families can work beautifully when approached with love, respect, and commitment. Most importantly, he proves that behind every successful royal marriage is not just duty and obligation, but genuine affection, shared values, and mutual support. As Princess Beatrice and Edo continue building their life together, raising their children, supporting each other's endeavors, and navigating the unique challenges of being connected to one of the world's most famous families while trying to maintain some semblance of normal life, they offer a template for how modern royalty might evolve. They are neither completely public nor completely private, neither entirely royal nor entirely ordinary, existing instead in that fascinating space where tradition meets modernity, where duty meets personal fulfillment, and where love conquers the complications that come with extraordinary circumstances. The question that remains as we watch this remarkable journey continue is this: could Edoardo Mapelli-Mozzi's approach to royal life, maintaining his own career and identity while supporting his royal spouse, become the new normal for future generations of royal marriages, or does his success depend on the unique circumstances of marrying someone like Princess Beatrice who doesn't carry out official royal duties?